People of Turkestan are well known for their generosity, hospitality, their pride, and also for their love for horses. A long time ago in Turkestan lived a man called Anwar Beg. He was a proud owner of a beautiful stallion. A horse which was of high pedigree, ran really fast, and had a glossy, thick, beautiful mane. There were so many people who coveted that horse. In fact, his own very close friend called Yaqub, who was a horse dealer, approached Anwar many times asking him to sell that horse. He brought with him very high bidders, but every time Anwar refused because the horse didn't just bring him joy, it was his pride. So when Anwar Beg fell on hard times financially, Yaqub thought that it was an opportune moment to go and try to convince Anwar once again to sell his horse. So with that thought in mind, Yaqub reached Anwar's house. He had come unannounced, so Anwar wasn't really prepared to play the host. He had to do something, which is why he kept dilly-dallying the conversation. He kept pushing that point in the conversation where Yaqub would bring up the horse once again, and he just fussed over offering something to eat and to drink to Yaqub. So while all of that was going on, and a few hours passed, and finally all the social niceties were over, very luscious meat had been had already, is when Yaqub finally broached the subject. He asked Anwar once again, "Well, dear friend, would you think about selling that horse now?" And that's when, with mixed emotions in his eyes, emotions of sadness and pride together, Anwar Beg said to Yaqub that, "My friend, it's too late to talk about the horse now. You came to my house when I'm undergoing such hard times and living in poverty. I had nothing else to offer to you, but I had to be hospitable, which is why what I served to you on the table was the horse." Now, the question that we can look at when we reflect on this story is that, do we sometimes hold on to our own pride and our ego, and then we wrap it up in culture and values to the point that we make ourselves and others suffer? Or should organizations and leaders and departments sometimes take the hard decision, but something that is favorable for all? We all know that Uber and Airbnb had to let go of 25% of their workforce. There was a way in which Airbnb let go of its people with deep regret, but offering severance pay and making a deal and an offer to them that even the people who parted ways, they had something to sustain them for some time. Businesses need to watch out for how will they deal with hard times while also being considerate of other people. Well, we can't slaughter our own horses just to take care of our own pride. So do reflect on what are the decisions that you're making for your business, and then make the right choices.